Morning students. Today we are going to understand about the next topic of chapter 4, reproductive health. And this topic is the last topic, the infertility. Like, what do you mean by infertility and how to cure the infertility within the human couples? So infertility, if the couple is unable to produce children in spite of unprotected sex, then this condition is known as infertility. Means they are not using any barrier method or any type of method, even though then they are doing mating, still they are not able to beget a child. So that problem is known as infertility. Problems of infertility can be in males or in females. The reason of infertility can be physical, congenital, drug, immunological and even psychological infertility. So, a person can have any physical problem or any problem related to the reproductive tract. Person can have any genetic problem, congenital problem. Person can have immunological problem and even psychological problem related to the fertility. Females are often blamed in India for infertility. Males are never blamed. Specialized healthcare units like infertility clinics diagnose the proper cause and do the treatments, then they can help the child in assisting child or pregnancy. When treatments are not enough, couples are assisted with techniques called assisted reproductive technologies. When treatment is not enough, medication is not enough, then they can use much efficient methods which are known as assisted reproductive technologies, ARTs. This is very important topic, as from this topic, ART topic, one question definitely come into your exams. There are different types of ARTs. Method of infertility control, IVF. This is the first method of infertility control. This is known as in vitro fertilization. So, this is also known as test tube baby program. Test tube baby fertilization takes place outside the body of the female and embryo is transferred then into the mother. Female is induced to produce multiple egg or ova. Here the female is given injections or given such treatments, medications so that they produce more than one egg or cycle. Egg is then collected from wife or donor mother and sperms are collected from husband or donor person, and then they are incubated in culture medium to form, and then in the outside in their body, in the laboratory, in the culture medium, both fertilize to form a zygote. In this, zygote is then transferred to the uterus of wife and implants and pregnancy continues. So this fertilized ovum is then transferred into the wife and then implantation occurs in the uterus of the mother and then pregnancy continues. Two types of IVF technology are there: ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian tube transfer, and IUT, intrauterine transfer. In intrafallopian tube transfer, zygote or embryo with 8 blastomeres nearly are transferred to fallopian tube, and from there fallopian tube, you know the process, it will come forward in the uterus and then it will naturally implant. And in IUT, the embryo at the 32 cell stage only is transferred into the uterus. The in vitro fertilization process. Here the diagram is given to you about IVF. It is used for the remedy of infertility. A woman's eggs are combined with a man's sperm outside the uterus and then fertilization takes place and then implanted into the woman's uterus. If successful, begins pregnancy cycle. If this is successfully implanted in the woman, then pregnancy cycle begins. First baby realized from this fertilization method was born in 1978. And in India also, first test tube baby which was produced in India was a girl named Durga. The woman is given hormone treatment to stimulate the egg. Here we have seen that woman is giving hormone treatment so that multiple eggs are taken from the woman's ovary, and then in the second multiple eggs are removed from the ovary and taken to the petri dish or lab culture medium. In the lab, the eggs are mixed with the sperms are taken from the donor or the husband, and then they both are fertilized or kept in the same vial or in the same petri dish. Then fertilization of fertilized eggs, out of these fertilized eggs are taken, embryos are taken, placed in incubator for 48 hours so that some mitosis take place, and then the embryos are implanted in the uterus or in the fallopian tube. In ZIFT, the embryo at 8 cell stage will be transferred in the fallopian tube, and in the IUT, the 32 cell stage will be transferred into the uterus. Significance is that it is boon to the infertile mother. The mother who is not able to get child or get pregnant naturally can give easily born birth to a natural with the help of this IVF technique. Men with oligospermia means low sperm count. Those men who has less sperms can also take this method. Embryos can be frozen and used for future use. Future use also these embryos can be used. Now GIFT, gamete intrafallopian tube transfer. Ovums are collected from donor and transferred to female who cannot produce one but provide suitable environment for fertilization. So this gamete intrafallopian tubes are used by those women who cannot produce healthy ovum or healthy gametes. So in them the donor eggs are transferred into those women. And washed sperm and ovaries are transferred to the ampulla of fallopian tube with the help of laparoscope or fertilization, pre-laparoscope fertilization cleavage. So, with the help of one instrument called as laparoscope, the sperms are transferred into the directly into the fallopian tube so that fertilization can take place. Useful when fimbriae fail to capture ovum and females having sperm antibodies in their cervical secretions. It is useful, this method GIFT is useful when the fimbriae is not having such hair cells that can get the egg naturally by the cilia, by the hair, and it also helps in when the sperm phagocytosis is very high in the female reproductive tract. So it's not able to get sperms into the fallopian tube, they are just killed inside the uterus only. Now, intracytoplasmic sperm injections, ICSI, is used. Here the sperm is directly injected into the ovum. So, in the culture medium, this is the egg. In this steps, the egg is, by the vacuum pump, the egg is held at one place, not able to move, and then micropipette of 60 microns wide uses gentle suction. Here this micropipette is using suction pull so that this egg is at one place only. Then second method, a single healthy sperm is taken by an even smaller pipette in 7 microns wide. In the another pipette, a healthy single sperm is taken, and with the needle only, this is directly injected into this egg. Then the sperm go inside the egg and then it causes the fusion. And causes needle injects the sperm into this is egg and this is sperm born inside the egg. Pipette withdraws allowing the egg to fertilize and the fertilized egg is implanted into human uterus. And this is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Cytoplasm, inside the cytoplasm only the sperm is injected. Artificial insemination AI. It is used in case either the male partner unable to inseminate the female or very low sperm counts, oligospermia case. This also artificial insemination means there is some problem in the male partner. He is not able to inseminate the female partner, means not able to internally fertilize the female. Some of the problem can be of reproductive tract, some of the dysfunctioning of penis can be there with the age. The health, we can say the physical health of the male partner and the female both decreases. So there is some problem that partner is not able to inseminate the female partner. male partner, donor is collected and concentrated and introduced into the vagina or uterus of the female through intrauterine insemination. So through any instrument, semen or the sperm fluid collected from the male partner is directly inserted into the or introduced into the vagina of the uterus of the female partner. Drawback is that these techniques are not possible with female with damaged uterine wall. Those females with a damaged uterine wall cannot use this method. Require high precision and specialized professional and expensive instrumentation, so the available in few centers and available with few people only. So it is very costly affair. So this is the problem or drawbacks. And very high precision or skills are necessary for those fertility clinic doctors or particular gynecologists are needed who has such professional expertise in doing these methods, whether any kind of ART. So those they should know the intricacies of these methods. Now, raise several ethical and emotional, religious and moral issues in the society. The use of ARTs are also we can say raising several ethical, emotional and religious issues. Some of the society can we can say think that these methods are not right or not good, not healthy for the society. So that's all for today. This chapter is finished on the reproductive technologies topic, and you have to also make this note. This is the small chapter given in the first unit, and I hope it is clear to you. Do the question and answers given in the NCERT and draw the diagram. This PPT will be shared in your groups. So from this you can proceed further. Thank you.